Hello and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time, my name is Shauna and I'm very excited today. I had a coffee this morning and I haven't had much food, so I've had a lot of energy and a bit of time to go down a rabbit hole of the Barbie trailer outfit. Of course, the one that I'm talking about is this like pink gingham dress that seems to have multiple pieces to it. So I was looking online, and as I've been getting into a lot of sewing lately and learning about fabrics and stuff, I've been buying a lot of fabric, hoarding a lot of fabric maybe. I just found the perfect fabric for this outfit. It's the perfect size. I think it'll be a good weight, and I was like, you know what? I'm confident enough in my skills now that maybe I could do a Barbie inspired outfit, do something similar. Then I found the pattern. So when I look at this outfit, I was noticing in the beginning of the trailer she has a more like fit flare 50s kind of dress, because she has the dress, like the longer skirt, and then later she has like a mini skirt, and then if you look closely there's shorts underneath and it's like tied at the back. So then I started looking for 1950s sunsuits and I came across a similar pattern, and then that similar pattern led me to a very, very similar pattern. And apparently the people of Reddit and everyone else who is also wanting to make this outfit have figured out that it is a 1970s Vogue sunsuit pattern made in Canada. Although it is not $2.50 anymore. So I've ordered that, it's on its way, as well as the fabric. Not only is this pattern very similar to the actual outfit from the movie, it comes with the pattern for the hat, which is great because I've never made a hat before. So I'm making the sunsuit outfit, the matching hat, and the long skirt, which I made a similar long skirt before, so I'm not too concerned about that. It took me about 2 evenings. And then when I took a closer look at the pattern, her outfit is actually briefs, like shorts separate, and then an apron over top. So I might actually attempt the heart cutout at the back as well. I'm thinking that if the bottom tie is still there, but the top is connected, I should be able to slip it over my head and then tie it at the back. Since the waist is the smallest point, that would be the hardest to like get into, but with the tie that makes it a lot more manageable. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, since I'm diving headfirst into this and committing to a full-on cosplay, costume, whatever, I was looking at her jewelry, and at first she has the daisy earrings, so I might make a daisy necklace to match. Since I have a handy 3D printer, it's really not that hard for me to do something like that. But since I'm going to a beach party, I wanted to match her little sunsuit beach outfit and make the shell pendants. So when I took a closer look, they're very like plasticky molded. It has like a fake little pearl on there. It's something that looks like it would come with the toy. So I quickly sat down, spent I don't know, 30 minutes, maybe less, just sculpting out a shell. I compared to the image, get the scale and proportions right, and this is what I came up with. And then I brought it over to my 3D printing software. This is how I prepare it to be printed. Alright, here are what the layers look like. So with my 3D printer, it's a resin printer, so it prints in liquid layers, and the UV cures and solidifies it with each layer. So this is the build plate, and it's going to be coming out of the liquid vat of resin. So, okay, it'll start with this top layer, go down, build all these supports, and then start building the actual thing layer by layer. So each layer it'll get a zap of UV light and then solidify the UV resin in that shape and build upon itself. And then once you take it out, you can snap off all these little supports and you're left with your print.
Hello. I don't know if you can hear me. Hold on. All right. Let's see. That looks promising. That looks real good. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god, I love it. I like that a little thicker. Okay. You see? So easy. Oh my god. Look at that. It's perfect. Oh, I love it so much.
Okay, that first print turned out really, really good. And I'm so excited. I'm just going to make the clasp part of it, the little ring, a little bit thicker so it's less likely to break. And yeah, I'll print a whole bunch more. They're so cute and perfect. I love them so much. I keep looking at myself, but the camera is here. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to print, here is the first print. Let me just... It's so beautiful. There's like minimal support marks, but this part is a little too thin. It's very strong, like this isn't cured yet, but I can see that snapping, you know, if it moves around too much. So I add some thickness to that, and I'm just noticing now, so it was printed like this, and I think some gravity is happening in this area, where it's like, see, it's kind of got like it's kind of squaring off. I think it was drooping a little bit. Maybe my model is just like that. I'll have to check. I mean, now that I've sent off 9 of them, you know.
One. Quite literally. Only one turned out.
Okay. I think I need to change the first layer exposure to a shorter amount of time because this is a disaster for my office. There are little shards of resin everywhere. Like, it's okay because I'm gonna clean back there and this is all gonna change, but all right, so we can see that only one of them was successful, this one, which it feels like really good. Like, it was actually successful, which is really nice. The rest of them you can see got partway there and then just shit the bed. I got a little too confident in that first one. I think there's a couple issues. I'm gonna change the exposure for the base so they're easier to get off of the build plate so I don't end up scratching it and having little chunks of resin on it. And then the other thing is that this just like slid right off. It wasn't really attached to the supports. So I think what I did is I replaced the model in the slicing software, but I didn't redo the supports. So I don't know if they were connected properly. Like, I remember seeing when the layers were rendering out, the tips of these didn't quite connect with the body of the model. So yeah, I think there's a couple things I need to revise, and then I'll try again with one, I guess. Look at that. Look how beautiful they are. Barely any sanding that I need to do. So now I just need to, I primed them with like a gray spray paint. This one I dropped and the ring snapped. So it's still a little bit brittle. And I had an extra one, so it's okay. But I just hung them here to dry. I want to paint, you can still see kind of the gray underneath, and I want to paint a bit of a gradient. I might need to use a sponge. See, it's not super smooth because I just hastily spray painted them without sanding off the little bumps from the supports, but that's on the back, so whatever. And then I have like an iridescent pearl paint. I wanted to get pink spray paint, but my local store was out. I will update later with the final result, but like I did a bit of gradient on this one and it's so cute. I love it. I'll have to post another update once I get all the fabric and start the actual sewing process. I don't know how much footage I'll get of the actual sewing because it's a lot of work to film stuff. But I'll try my best to show the process and how I'm doing, how I'm finding it. If it goes smoothly enough, then I've already kind of talked myself into making multiple colors. Not for me, but for my friends, if I can figure out how to alter the pattern, because I think the pattern comes in one size. I don't know why. I also don't know why it's not digital. That's kind of annoying. It is a reconstruction, but I must wait for the actual pattern. Anyways, I told my friends, I was like, you know, this fabric, it comes in other colors. So how cute would it be to have like matching sets? You have the shorts, the apron for the sunsuit, the skirt that goes over top, and the hat, and the jewelry. I mean, come on. I might be crazy. That's okay. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. If you feel like taking along for the next step when I start sewing, then please subscribe and turn on the notifications so you'll be notified when I do post. I don't know how frequently I'll be posting. I'm doing this in my spare time, so yeah, let's see how it goes. It should be fun, and I can't wait to see what happens. Okay.